Okay, now everyone who only speaks English, you're going to be at the advantage right now. But this is not going to make you laugh. Pirates, people in rough areas thieving to extinguish suffering. I'm not a pirate. I'm a pilot, privileged individual lacking only in time, and that's the only thing standing in my way. And if I didn't have to write this term paper, guess what, brother? I'd be marching streets today. But you know what they say. With P-I-R-A-T-E-S, we are much more, yet we choose to ignore the obvious, even when history acknowledges we were kings long before the colonists. I'm from Cedar, where we trust no Somali leaders. They use the local news station to feed us. Welfare queen and government cheese us. Princess Diana got girls to dye their face, get them looking like a whole nother race. Got a lot drop out, King Tut's in the cut, and a few notorious hood glorious poet laureates. But once upon a time, we were all newcomers, and we wanted everything. From a cement Section 8 sultanate to the McMansions in the suburbs. So much movement had the whole world asking, who are these people and just where did they come from? We're from Somalia, nation of poets and business people too. Since way back in the days, me and my people used to trade with ancient Egypt. That's why if you remember the time on MTV, Michael Jackson had Iman portray Queen Nefertiti. Little do they know that's not far from the truth, because we had a whole dynasty of a Somali woman's rule. I'm talking about Arawelo. We were sultans before being refugees. Somali sailors traded with ancient China, traveled across the world in the 7 seas, did business with the Abbasids, went to Persia to learn, and when our Masons came home, they built breathtaking castles made out of pure white stone. But all this is so easy to ignore when that notorious 7-letter word describing the horn flashes across your TV screen, P-I-R-A-T-E-S. But ask me, what does that word really mean? It means how colonialists came to Somalia, causing internal tribal divisions, then left, leaving the black man to forever fight amongst himself. And that's partly the reason why Somalia is this way. That's the reason why I don't claim my clan. I refuse to rep my tribe. I rep every single mother, brother, father, and sister that's struggling to stay alive. I speak from the perspective of a deprived African child, because they stole my history and tried to hijack my pride with prejudicial stories of piracy. But where are the headlines calling Halliburton a pack of murderous thieves, or where are the headlines of big corporate piracy, or of Dick Cheney's Mein Kampf, or how most people buying homes back home don't know the one-time sublime coastlines of Somalia have become one among the Western world's major dumping grounds of hazardous and biohazardous materials. But they would never put that on the news. Instead, they want you to focus on and hate 3 starving guys that are struggling to stay alive, putting their life at risk on a boat the size of a toothpick in the middle of the open ocean, trying to steal from an ocean liner. And guess what? The captain who shoots him down is the hero of the Carnival cruise, with passengers pointing out at the coastline in Somalia saying, hey guys, come look at the zoo. But once again, they would never put Halliburton on the news. I'm not trying to make an excuse, but fact check me, because everything I'm saying is true. Nation of poets? Yes, we are. So it seems only right that for Somalia tonight, we do it like Martin Luther King and Tupac Shakur was still alive. Let's make social justice and poetic justice collide. People in rough areas thieving to extinguish suffering. I'm not a pirate. I'm a pilot, privileged individual lacking only in time, and that's the only thing standing in my way. And if I didn't have to write this term paper, I'd be marching in the streets today. But you know what they say, we're pirates. But since we know we are much more than having a SWAT team call on us, let's no longer choose to ignore the obvious till South High textbooks acknowledges the lessons of history. We were scholars long before colleges.